Just give me a second here to get everything turned on just right here. See what I'm doing. All right, looks like we're streaming all right there. What's up, everybody? So we're going to be dialing some guitar tones here on the Wing console. I'll show you how to use the effects and the internal thing, and that's what we're going to be doing here. So just getting everything on the style. I had a little technical issues earlier, just trying to get the cameras and everything ready to go, but we're pretty much ready here. Nice. What's up? All right. So that's totally guitar tone right there, totally from the Wing. So what we're using, let's see what channel I want here. What I went ahead and did to make this a lot easier for everybody, I split the guitar source, which I'm coming in channel 2, and what I'm doing on right now, I'm actually splitting it to on the board, actually channel 2 on the source 2, but sending it to channel 1 here. I'm sorry, channel 1 is a mic. So 2 we got here, and then over here on, you see we got 8, 9, and 10. Went ahead and did that. So I could go ahead and switch the effects here so you can see. So I'm in that's 9 and a 10. We'll load one there. We'll do that live. That's the number H channel, and then over here channel 2. So we're going to work with those effects right there. All right, and let me go ahead and cut this out here. All right, so I figured it'll make this a lot easier if we split this up. I have the camera right here on, but just to make sure I got the Wing app running on the computer, so we can use that as well, and you can see how we dial this in. So let's get started. So first of all, let's start with, go ahead and go with channel 2, the first rack here with the Angel, and let's bring up this see which would be better to do to bring that up for you. Let's do this full screen so you can see actually how I have the rack set up for the effects. Normally they come this way. Let's put this one first. Let's go there, and that should be better. There we go. Oops, let's get that out of there. Usually when you come the Wing like stock or whatever, let's see that. Let me go to the second one. Okay. Usually, let's go to something basic I don't have already. Okay, so it starts off with the gate, and you have your EQ and your compressor and your channel inserts and your next inserts, and then if you want to go to your matrix or your sends or the master channel out. You know, this one, see if you want to be there or not. Sends it to the master channel, and then your bus. So what I did with the bus here, I'll show you. I put the reverb on the bus, like over here. I have the reverb on my check. That's on I would say bus 2 right here, and then I have echo, and that would be for the guitars. And I just went ahead and put that on bus right here. So you probably can see because I'll show you that later. I'm on a just I forgot about the camera. I'm over here. So let's go ahead. You can see. Let's go back to channel 1. So you can see how my mic's going in here, and I went ahead and kind of put the gate on my mic. Check, check. Simple. That's the normal EQ that they have. No inserts right here on my mic. Just straight raw, and a little bit of reverb. I turned that off. So on the guitar channel, you can see if you go here, you actually make sure you always click your little wrench here if you want to rearrange them. So I rearrange just like a guitar. So I have the compressor first, and I went ahead and have the cabinet, the Angel here, and then I did the EQ and a gate after that. So therefore, when I'm not playing, it's stopping. You don't hear anything here because you don't want all that. So I'm gonna fix that a little better. Right in my settings, I changed the guitar I was playing. Okay, so let's go. Let's fix that gate real quick. Just want to turn that up just a bit. There we go. Just a little bit more on there. I changed settings from last night, so I think that's going to be a little better. Actually, let me do the. Let's make that attack just a little bit better. Your release is. Oh, just about there. And I'm going to show you some what's going on with the effects with the wing here. Because what I did, I'm going to bring back. All right, that's off. We'll come back to a little bit later. Let's go right into the effects here with the Angel. So you can see, usually what I do, even in analog world, I don't like a lot of bass or a lot of high end on the guitars, even on the mids, or even on the amp, because unless a plug in it, it's not very good. But I figured out a way to make this work. Because let's just say I just go normal, just turn these EQs up here, and listen, you're already going to start hearing dirt. You hear all that? I can even crank this guitar up a little bit. Okay, so that's no guitar playing. That's just the amp plug-in. I just take these out. Just take them out, and I bring back the EQ later. Now you can see I have the master all the way up because we want some gain going on in the presence. Let me show you that too. It does bring a little noise, a little analog noise, a little bit. I usually like to back it up just about right there. That's usually pretty good. I'd leave all the brightness ones because it's going to be more noise. And I just don't like the way it sounds anyway. I'll go ahead and play so you can see the difference when it's actually just turn these on so you can hear what it's like, and then when I turn them off, and then I was going to do it. So you can hear all that. See what I'm saying? Yeah, we ain't dealing with that. Even if we just bring down the gain. Yeah, I just don't know. It's just no. It's just not. And that's the main amp right here. Even though it says clean gain, that's the main amp. Like just where you have the master, and that would just be like normal gain. But you want to just this is where you're gonna push it for your master. Go ahead and just push the gain up here, and this is your output gain. It's just a lot cleaner. Even if we were to bring this down, let's just say we go back up to normal. Yeah, I just not feeling it right there. I mean, if we wanted to go a little like soft rock a little bit, we took the master down. Let's say, yeah, I just that's not just it's just not a way to go. I would rather go ahead and use the Marshall for that, and we'll go to that plugin. But I'll just like I said, I'm going to turn the masters all the way up here, bass all the way down, clean all the way up, and just watch my gain. And if let's see here, bring this camera up here. Now, like I said, I have it at zero. My zero. It's my mic, and it's me right here. So let's go ahead and have it at zero, and then I'm just gonna bring this up just a little bit. And that's the gate messing around because it's messing with the output here. So I'll just bring this level down, bring our gain up here, about halfway. Now this is a 7 string, so you can even. So I just don't. I like to have all this. I don't want this in my sound. The fuzz. I don't want to hear static electricity. I mean, it's a little. I'd rather just bring that down a little bit up in the presence right there. Bring that back. And then just turn it up. Instead of bringing that treble up, just gain it on the. Just bring it in the mix. All right, so let's go over to the Marshall. We're probably gonna just do the same thing, or we're gonna do it from scratch. This one's already kind of set up, so I'm gonna switch over to that. Yeah, we'll come back. Okay, let me switch cameras right here. Actually, we just go over to this one. That's where we're at here. And let's see what we got. Let's go ahead and see if we turn the cabinet off, turn everything off. All right, so bring this down. Let's go ahead and cut this on, cut the cabinet on. I'm gonna bring this output down. Um, the saturation on it, I'm just not feeling it. And that looks like I already have everything set here down already on this amp. So let's just put it all back to normal in the middle. Let's go 5 up. You can already hear the noise coming in. I'm gonna turn my guitar all the way off. And just listen to the amp plug in. Right here. See that? I mean, this is just, first we're gonna bring the gain down. I mean, yeah, if you're playing some normal, clean stuff. Turn the volume down on my guitar. Even make it better. I like to use the jazz amp if we're gonna do that. We'll go to that soon. We can bring this gain down. Put it all up. And we haven't even dialed in our rack setup anyway. So let's go back to on this guy. Let's go up in here. So let's work on our rack. So let's see. We're gonna move this guy down here. Compressor up the top. We'll do EQ after the rack, and then the gate. And that should be good there. Wait, oops. Yeah. Let's just go. I mean, a little bit. Oops. Just a little compressor on the strings. And let's bring this here to attack. It's faster. Back. Just a little bit ratio. Just a little bit of compressor. Compressor. And it's a Marshall too. I'm gonna back up. Get how the Marshalls are sometimes. And get that presence down. Come up. Now there's a little bit of rumble I'm trying to get out of it. Might have to go a little more on the now it could be me. Hold on. Unless I got a bad battery. Let's just switch guitars. We'll go to that one. Sounds like a dead battery. Let's test it with the other amp what we had before. Oh, it's the fucking Marshall. It's the plug-in. That's why I like that Angel one. The Marshall, I'm just not really feeling it. Probably if we want to just not gain it and just do it like a, let's see, a nice power clean, like an AC/DC sound that we can pretty much, I think, it's gonna have to back up. Maybe I'll just keep fucking with it another day. But let's go ahead and try this other amp here. What's this we got? Now, let me mute this here. Check. All right, let's turn 2 off. Oh, come back. That should be right. Alright, so see what we got. So got a cabinet simulation, just the bypass of everything. Alright. Colors. So let's see if we can get some drive out of this. So we got some punch and some crunch. I think I'll come down on the highs doing that. A little buzzy, a little drive. So nice high drive going on. So why is this so? Sucker's a loud one here. Let's switch our actual things here real quick. Let's fix this up. Oops. Yeah. Right. Put that little gate on there. Let's just leave our compressor off for a minute. Yeah, let's see what this thing can do. Alright, let's go back to it. All right, so here it just sounds like with some music over the top here. I know that was boring. This is not from. All right. That's the Angel one. Let's try something like give it this out.
Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on their face shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, no, this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the news it fits, I'm losing shit. A stupid myth, you choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift. Oh, I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind.
Now that was the Angel. Let's try the Marshall out that was in there. Actually, I'm gonna go back to the wing end. That was good.
There's no mercy in this world, just hunger, thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. So do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a code to get.
I mean, for just plugging straight into the wing with no preamp, no amp at all, that's decent. And then, like I said, you can run your buses over there if you need some echo on there. The reverb, I had the echo on. I would probably split this, use two of these, put one on the left, one on the right speaker, do one right here with the saturation on there, and then have one like this. Yeah, and then put the mid down and press it up right there. Yeah. And split those two, that would be sick. And then put a little delay on it, so just a little more stereo, like when you pan it over and put the delay on. I'll do that later. Now, right now, this has been a long video, just messing around, but yeah, we just max out that little delay and just freaking milliseconds on there. Just pan it all the way over, the other one all the way over, and it'll just sound like two guitars just right behind it. And you could probably put a little detune on there, which I'm sure there's a detune on here. We could try that. I'll figure that out. And we'll do a second video, and doing dual amps and stereo, to get that two guitar effect. But this was cool. I'll check you guys later. Try this again. Whoever checked it out or whatever. Probably edit it down and then re-upload it on Facebook, just to get through all of it, the highlights stuff. But thanks for coming through. Laters.